critical thinking skills while enjoying fun activities with like-minded peers. It's been in operation 2 years. It's going into its 3rd year. I've helped out at these camps in both years. I think Justin gave a talk at the camp last year on nanotechnology. Free Thought TV has been developed. This is essentially Canada's only multimedia service for free thinkers, focusing on secular perspectives on social, health, political, and civil rights issues or topics. It's also used to promote local and regional events. Canada Freethinker magazine is now out. This is a new magazine that promotes free thought and secularism in Canada. The magazine promotes open discussion on civil rights issues, advertises events and projects by partner organizations and supporters, and promotes the efforts of student free thought groups. It is a joint venture between SoFree and the Free Thought Association of Canada. And then, of course, there are campus free thought groups. This program expanded in October 2006 to include the founding of free thought student groups at various Southern Ontario universities and collaborates with the Centre for Inquiry in Ontario. Speaking of which, the aim for this CFI in Ontario is to promote and defend reason, science, freedom of inquiry in all areas of human endeavor. Read that on the poster. CFI Ontario has also acts as the headquarters for the Free Thought Association of Canada and the Humanist Association of Toronto. The Free Thought Association of Canada is a national youth-run organization created to represent atheists, agnostics, humanists, transhumanists, skeptics, and freethinkers on campuses and communities across Canada. Their purpose is to promote as well as to lead education and discussion on all aspects of secularism and related topics, as well as to organize social and political activism on all relevant projects. In short, they exist to provide freethinkers with a community and a chance to get their voices heard. Now, the Humanist Association of Toronto is an independent, non-profit, charitable organization that promotes secular humanism and the separation of church and state. They lend assistance to other organizations with coinciding ideals and objectives and provide both members and non-members alike with meaningful, dignified ceremonies free of supernatural implications at significant times such as marriage and death. Now there's another group, the Skeptics Canada Society for Critical Inquiry. They're comprised of diverse individuals who share a common interest in promoting the understanding and application of critical thinking skills and scientific methodology in the explanation of human experience, from the seemingly mundane to the alleged paranormal. By the way, I don't know if you folks read any of the posters on the street lamp posts out here. U of T welcomes some guy giving a talk on The Secret. Did you see that? I don't know. Do you guys know what The Secret is? Isn't it bullshit? As far as I can tell. And you got University of Toronto proudly, presents. And I thought, holy cow. And then right above it was lost cockatiel named Billy. If found, huge reward. And it was faded, and I couldn't help but think, Billy's hawk food. No offense, but when cockatiels get it, that's what they get, unfortunately. For Billy. I'd like to dedicate this talk to Billy. I'm sure he provided good food for some sharp-shinned hawk or red-tailed somewhere in the vicinity. I've done a few talks, actually, with Skeptics Canada. They're committed to the maintenance of 5 fundamental tenets involving activism for critical inquiry, information provisions to interested individuals and organizations, communication in the form of a watchdog approach to misinformation, education of critical thinking skills at all levels of education, via media and philosophical reflection regarding scientific methodologies and their relevance to specific components of understanding human nature. Now what we're going to do is look at just some individual people. And I don't have a lot of visual aids and whatnot, but Justin has graciously donated his computer skills and acumen to be able to help me out with our first individual that we'll look at. Now, most Canadians will know who this is. Some of the Americans might be thinking, who's this guy? But you can't be Canadian and not know who Pierre Burton was. Born in Whitehorse in the Yukon Territories, July 12, 1920, Burton was one of Canada's most prolific and well-known authors. You talk about icons. This guy's our Hemingway, essentially. I mean, but he's not so much a fictional. He's he's written great fiction and nonfiction. During an extremely distinguished career, which included authoring 50 books, this guy pumped out a book a year throughout his life. Hundreds of daily columns for the Toronto Star and television shows like Front Page Challenge. Again, if you're over 40, you'll know what Front Page Challenge was. Burton sparked controversy by openly expressing free thought views on everything from the non-existence of God to racism, premarital sex, and the finer points of rolling a marijuana cigarette. Burton had also received over 30 major literary awards and was the recipient of 12 honorary degrees. In 1986, he was appointed as a Companion of the Order of Canada. So I think we should show our clip of Mr. Burton that we have from the Rick Mercer report. If you've ever seen this show, it's a very good satirical look at various things in Canada.
No.
Yeah, you're good soon. Yeah, I can hear it. You're starting again, Justin. I'll just put the microphone there.
Please welcome Beth. And now, please welcome best-selling author, award-winning broadcaster, winner of the 1959 Stephen Leacock Medal.
Get the audio, we lose the video. Why don't you hold this?
And it's just a 2-minute clip.
Don't worry, God will provide.
All right.
And now, time for another report. Please welcome best-selling author, award-winning broadcaster, winner of the 1959 Stephen Leacock Medal for Humor, Companion of the Order of Canada, and marijuana connoisseur, Mr. Pierre Burton.
Hi, I'm Pierre Burton. Looking back at my career, you know, I cannot count the number of times a young man or a young woman has come up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Burton, what's the best way to roll a joint?" Let me tell you, it's not that way. Stop down. You start over. First of all, you need a good rolling